Hi, what's up? I wanted to make a very quick update on my previous video regarding furry bill in Oklahoma because there's been a couple of new developments going on and I just wanted to address a couple things. First is some people, I don't know if they didn't watch the entirety of my video or they just assume that just because I'm against the furry bill that I must want kids dressing up in fursuits and going to school in fursuit. I never once condoned that in my last video and I don't condone it. I'm not saying kids should be allowed to dress up in fursuits or full suits or anything like that. You know, that sort of thing. And I don't think kids should be like acting like animals at school, even though it's going to happen because have you been to middle school? I mean, come on. But I don't know where in my video I ever said that I thought that fursuits should be worn to school. I thought I made it pretty clear that I know that there are rules set in place against that, so why would I be for it? And yes, I know that fursuits at school are a distraction. So I'm not over here saying, well, I hate the furry bill that's trying to be passed because I think fursuits should be worn to school. I wasn't saying that at all. I just said that on the off chance that it does happen, because it is a very rare occurrence, because do you know how many kids own fursuits? Do you know how much these things cost? Even for a partial, like a mini partial like mine? They're high. They're expensive. But on the off chance that that does happen, we don't need animal control being called on children. That doesn't need to happen. That sort of protocol is not acceptable. It doesn't matter whether you're against furries, you fucking hate furries. You don't need to call animal control on children. So, with that being said, the animal control part was not a joke. That is an actual proposition in the written bill that they are trying to pass, which is ridiculous. I don't know why, and like I said in my last video, this is being pushed by people who claim to care so much about children that they would actively go out of their way to harm children just for doing something as silly as wearing a costume. Yes, it is a distraction. Yes, it is against school rules. Sure, whatever. But kids are just gonna be kids. They're gonna do silly stuff. They're gonna do goofy ass shit all the time. And don't act like you don't do goofy ass shit too, even if you're not a furry. So there's already protocol in place for that. Kid shows up wearing a wacky costume. You tell him to take it off. You tell him to go home and change and come back. That's it. That's all that's gonna happen. You don't need to call animal control and have them grab them with put him in a fucking cage or something and ship him off to the pound. Like, what the fuck? It doesn't make any sense. So, excuse me for being a little bit angry, but this is all just so goofy. I genuinely hope it doesn't get passed because it's ridiculous and it makes absolutely no sense. But as I said in the last video, I would not be surprised. Anyway, that's it.